You guys are practically drowning in new car content from RBR right now. Welcome to the strangest first look that you will ever have of a new car, as I'm standing next to the brand new RSQ8, a car that, in all fairness, we all absolutely love. Maybe these are tears of happiness down here, I don't know. But this is the newest version. It's quite a distinctive facelift, actually. And I'm going to give you a first look today in these beautiful but strange surroundings and the setup that we have here, not just of the new RSQ8, but of a very special version, the most powerful soul combustion Audi sport car that they've ever made. And that's that red one sitting back there, which is the RSQ8 Performance. Okay, so wait for that. You're going to enjoy that. We'll do a sound check as well. Let's start with this one, which is your facelift of the RSQ8. It's still the same power. Okay, so we have still got 600 brake horsepower, 800 Newton meters, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Really powerful car, you know, fast enough for the road. What's been improved here instead is the tech and particularly the design. And you can see that straight away on the front end. It looks so much wider and more aggressive because it's doing what all the new Audi RS cars are doing. Really, I think, inspired by the RS6. If you look at our front intake here, you've got the really strong blade that the RS6 introduced. I used to call it like a samurai sword stuck inside the bumper, and that's there. That helps widen the side of the front bumper. You've got the really big air intakes here as well, an extended splitter at the bottom that's, you know, definitely optically larger than it was before. Redone hexagonal grille as well, larger, looking quite aggressive. We'll get onto the lights in a second. Sadly though, like the Audi S models, the grille loses the RSQ8 badge, and I'm really going to miss that. But then you've got Audi's brand new, I'm not sure about their corporate identity. So this is in like a 2D graphic, and it matches all the other new Audi cars as well. But overall, that front end, you can see it's quite a bit more modern Audi Sport than what the pre-facelift was, so that's nice. You also notice it doesn't have the old RS style of 3 openings just over the grille that was inspired by Motorsport. But generally, versus the old one, I think it's cleaner and it's a bit more of an aggressive look. Much better than that though are these new wheels. I absolutely love these wheels. They're a new double Y-spoke design. They're finished in like a kind of a champagne color, which changes based on the light. At the moment it's almost sunset. The sun's hitting it and it's looking quite goldish, which is nice. In the dark it ends up being a bit more grey, a bit more silver. But more than that, I like the design. It reminds me of the RS6 GT. It reminds me of some classic Audis as well. So those are a really nice addition to this. And then the rear, we've got some changes as well. On the rear, we've got a more aggressive diffuser than we had before. And this element that's going to be coming in all new RS cars, as we've seen on spy shots, etc., which is basically like a reflector that sits in the middle, and they're going to push that across all of their cars. It's all Motorsport inspired. So that looks good. And this covering then around our exhausts, which kind of makes them protrude a little bit more optically as well. Then all the Audis are getting this new typography, the rhombus for the sport model cars, and of course the rings again matching that. Now, one thing that also the Q8 gets is the OLED rear tail lights. These have a bunch of different designs. They also have welcome logos and turning off logos and animations as well. Let me show you some of that now. That's your first design. This is design number 2, design number 3, and 4, and 5. So you can decide what light graphic you want on the rear, but that also changes the ones on the front. So that's your first design. This is design number 2. Go to the third one, fourth one, and you can see it's little changes, not quite as much as we've maybe seen on some other Audi sport cars, but at least you can kind of choose the graphic that you want. So all of that brings this car in line with other new Audis. But more exciting than this is what they've done with the performance. Now that is a good looking car. We've got our gloss black trims replaced with matte carbon fiber that they're doing more and more of now at Audi Sport. The rest of the design, very similar to the facelift, but there's things that give away the fact that it's a performance, like the performance alloys that are identical to the ones that we see on the RS6 Performance and like we had on the RS4 and RS5 competition. They're really lightweight, 5 kg lighter per corner, so all around 20 kg lighter. Carbon ceramic brakes, massive discs back here that come as standard on the Performance as well. But better than that, finally the engine power. 640 PS, making it the strongest pure combustion Audi sport car in their history so far. And the other cool thing is that they've saved a bit more weight by removing insulation from inside the engine bay, which means way more sound inside, and it's got a lighter weight exhaust system that makes a really nice tune. Wait for that, I'm going to show you that in just a second. The performance also gets a strictly mechanical diff, so there's more precise steering. An adaptive air suspension sport comes as standard with anti-roll stabilization as an option on both. Rear 3/4 looks really good, and then you'll see another part of the performance. We've got a carbon strip hiding behind the Audi 2D rings over there. Again, that sets that apart, and I love the carbon fiber mat across our exhaust pipes here. Now, you need to listen to this because we all love a good V8, and this one in particular, one of the best on the market. Have a listen to this. Actually, before I do turn the car on, let's have a quick look at this interior, because this is again unique to the performance. This in fact comes in 3 colors, so either it's with the red details like you see in this one, with loads of Dynamica, the red stitching, RS logo there, all the usual stuff that you see in the performance, or you can go for the blue stitch like we saw in the RS6 performance, or just go for a black finish as well. So again, it will look like a performance as it should. Right, now listen to this, because this car sounds really good in dynamic mode. And bear in mind, that's 4,000 RPM limiter. That sounds good, and that's an exciting car. And think how popular a car that has a shared engine with this, the Urus, is. And now the RSQ8 sitting a level higher than its predecessor. That was already such a great car. I'm quite excited to drive this RSQ8 performance. Not in a bloody swimming pool though, so hopefully whenever the drive is, maybe in the UK, maybe somewhere else, we will see. For now, that was a first look at this new performance model, the most powerful combustion car, pure combustion car from Audi Sport ever. If you've enjoyed this first look, please do like and subscribe to RBR, and I'll see you guys next time.